All right, today we're going to talk about areas of triangles. So, back in the day in geometry, when you found the area of a triangle, you had the height, and then you had the base, and the area equals 1/2 the base times the height. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Okay. Well, here in trig, if we don't know the height, but if we know like this is a 36-degree angle, and this is 10, and this is 12, how can I figure out the height? Well, to figure out the height here, there's the right triangle, right? This is the hypotenuse of that right triangle. And to find this side, that's the opposite of your angle. Opposite over hypotenuse is what trig function? So the height is, or the sine of 36 equals the height over 12, right? Because the sine of your angle equals opposite over hypotenuse. So if you multiply both sides by 12, the height equals 12 times the sine of 36. Correct? Well, the area equals 1/2 the base. What's my base? 10 times the height, 12 times the sine of 36. Okay? So our area formula, if we have side angle side, the area formula for side angle side is the area equals 1/2 of one side times the other side times the sine of the angle in between. Now, it doesn't matter what sides you have. You could have B and C in the sine of alpha, or you could have A and C in the sine of beta. But that's the area if you know side angle side. So, not all the time will you have side angle side, so you might have to use the law of sines or the law of cosines to get side angle side. What if we have side, side, side? Well, there's this formula called Heron's formula. If you have side, 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 you have an A, a B, and a C. So S equals A plus B plus C divided by 2. And your area equals the square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. Now, how Mr. Heron ever figured out a formula like that, I have no clue, but it works. So that's Heron's formula. So these are the two area formulas that we're going to be using today. The area for side angle side and the area for side, side, side. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. So, now that you have the formulas written down, you note takers, you, let's see what we have in this first example. Now, unlike when we're using the ambiguous case, where you had to put your angles and your sides in certain places, here, doesn't really matter. Alpha, beta, gamma. You can go around like that. So this is 13.8. Alpha is opposite of A. A is opposite of alpha, I should say. That's 12.1. B is opposite of beta, 5.7. Do we have side angle side? Yep. So it's simple. It's just a calculator problem. 1/2 of 5.7 times 12.1 times the sine of 13.8. And you just do the math. Okay? What do you get if you do that rounded to the nearest tenth? So 8.2 round to the nearest tenth. Okay? Now the next one is not set up quite that way. We have alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha is 41.2, B is 12.8, and A is 14.6. And you go, oh, I don't have side angle side. We need to get side angle side or else side, 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 but I'd rather get side angle side. Okay, because the formula is a lot quicker to use. So, but we have some opposites going on here, right? So since we have opposites, we can go, well, the sine of 41.2 over its opposite side of 14.6 equals the sine of beta over 12.8. So 12.8 times the sine of 41.2 . 12.8 times the sine of 41.2, press equals, divided by 14.6, press equals, inverse sine of the answer. We get, whoops, guess what? I'm in the wrong mode. 35.3, thank you. 35.3. Okay? So then, if we add up 35.3 and 41.2, we get 76.5. So we know that this must be 103.5. Now I have side angle side. You got to work until you get to side angle side. And then you just take 1/2 of 12.8 times 14.6 times the sine of 103.5. Okay? Okay. All right. So, what if we have two angles and a side? Alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha is 41.8, beta is 64.2, C is 13.3. So I have angle, side, angle. I need side, angle, side. How do I do this? Well, what do you do? What's the plan? If I have this, what plan should I make? So if we find angle gamma, so if these two add up to 106, this must be 74. So then you say the sine of 74 over 13.3 equals the sine of 64.2 over b. So 13.3 times the sine of 64.2, press equals, divided by the sine of 74, press equals, and you get what for b? 12.5. And now we have side angle side. So it's 1/2 of 13.3 times 12.5 times the sine of 41.8. All right. So I think you guys can handle this. So let's go down to number 5 and Heron's formula now. alpha, beta, gamma. A is 14, B is 10, C is 15. So we're going to use Heron's formula. The first step of Heron's formula is to take and find S. S equals 15 plus 14 plus 10 divided by 2. So S equals 2939 divided by 2. So S equals 19.5. So then to find the area equals the square root of 19.5 times 19.5 minus 15 times 19.5 minus 14 times 19.5 minus 10, or the square root of 19.5 times 4.5 times 5.5 times 9.5. $67.7. Okay, Heron's formula. Let's do one more. So alpha, beta, gamma, 18, 8, 16. What's the first step of Heron's formula? Find S. S equals 18 plus 16 plus 8 divided by 2. 18 plus 16 is 34. 34 plus 8 is 42. 42 divided by 2 is 21. So it's the square root of 21 times 3 times 5 times 13. Because you just subtract. Rounded to the nearest 10. Okay? Areas. Okay, we've got that to do. All right, so you'll have 9 problems on areas, and then I'll have a little review assignments to do. Oh, I lied to you. We have 2 assignments today, but only 1 teaching section, but 2 assignments. I'm so mean.
You just said only one.